Now, take it or leave it. Bibi or Dr. Mahmoud Mahomia, the NDC are always afraid of. Yeah? As though there, elections. It is during that we are doing politics. There is elections in some big but I don't know why Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia is always focused on making sure that Ghanaians are being served. Even just recently, Shatta Wale Kejina, or yeah, Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia, ne meet and greet Biama. Otumche na adwene abaze na obotum ayɛ ama the fans na ade na also for them as musicians. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in a very short period of time because of the wadwene that amaze already be before the question will be said into look at the response otum no or the man or these musicians. We develop certain strategies be for them. Now, so we are OC digitization man, it shocks me even to the core. Or from here, from a this particular digitization drive Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Zabagan ha or the Mabuchi Sisiano. Video no
All the streaming platforms like Spotify and so on are all externally owned. And so when we put our music on those platforms, it's not surprising that the returns in terms of the payments that are made to our musicians are very little. Very little. And they are not much to write home about in general. And so the issue for us of making sure we have a streaming platform locally for music and put in all the catalogs from A to Z that we can find in Ghana on the platforms. That has been something that it has needed to be done for a long time. And so we've been working on this issue. Musica, Gamro, the music producers, and the private sector, the IT sector. We've been trying to, over the last couple of years, see about putting together a music streaming platform, digital platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts, as I said, to facilitate the tracking, collection, and distribution of royalties in the first place, and also to enable creativeness and assess and manage revenue, and also to help maximize opportunities. So that is a very, very important part. I had a meeting today. As I said, one of the meetings I was to have today was to get an update, and we'll take some decisions on the streaming platform. On the streaming platform, I am very happy to let you know that the work has been completed. The work has been completed, and we have joint work between Musica, Gamro, the music producers, and the private sector, and it has been completed. And we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. So in all, I think today I was satisfied after the various presentations that were made to me that we are ready to outdoor this new local streaming platform for Ghanaian musicians and film producers.
It will make musicians in the creative industry no. Abofraba cry when you do pepe dubious na about tonyo, about rap another about tonyo no. Send you to this platform so the button is come not the youth na Wall Street no youth na where even fans and musicians and want to support those talents no, they will start to even make money from it.
That was Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia talking to the musicians and the stars, the creative arts people, about how he wants to help them make returns from streaming platforms. And so he's going to create a national streaming platform, because when you stream on Spotify, the deductions are many. Deduction to the government, where Spotify is taxpayers, deduction to Spotify's tax, deduction. But if you're streaming it locally, it might be better. It might work better, and you might make more money. That's what he's telling the musicians. That's what he's thought about their problem. He's been sitting down thinking about their problem, because they are an important stakeholder. They are an important part of the Ghanaian community, and they are an important part if we want to use them for a development agenda. Every country uses its creative arts for a development agenda. So you can't have India without Bollywood. You can't have America without Hollywood. And it is a very, very critical part of the development agenda, and something also to be able to export. So every politician, every leader must be able to think about creative arts. He must sit down and have days and hours thinking about what we do with creative arts, because we do have the talent. That's what some countries don't have. We have an amazing flow of talent in that area. So that's what Dr. Bawumia was doing. So when you have a leader without a message, and he's not also thinking about, what can I do for people who have water tanks? What can I do for people who sell blocks? What can I do for people who buy petrol every day in their trotro? What can I do for people who are buying kerosene? These are the things that when leaders do, it brings out the policy. They sit down and think about it. They are driving through town, they are walking through town, or they go to some village. They look at it and say, what can I do for these people? Look at how far they have to walk to fetch water. And what is he, when he says, what do I have to do for these people? What is he discussing? He's discussing, what do I do with the taxpayers' money that the people are going to give to me? Because they're going to give the taxpayers' money to him. It's a round circle like a pizza. And he has to ship it. Water here, free SH has gone, this one gone, that one gone, that one gone. If you're not careful, everything will be gone. Then you have to borrow. So as a leader, you are thinking about how to maximize this effort so that you can spend the money in a way that maximizes the strength and talent of your people. And out of that, it can maximize your tax returns. And out of that, it can maximize the GDP of the country. So if you have a leader who is not doing that, who comes to a campaign and is just talking about things that you can tell that he's not been thinking about the problems of the society, then we have an issue there. Let me go to the text messages.
Already fans are now already. No, say to the project nankasa. One can say you bet on how to fundraising in other support services. On Jai. It's contracted there on this side on your any mado, we are journalists. What be say so secretariat to that one, dear Jumana Moye. My say no be me already fans say, me member of the secretariat. But these are the stuff really no. My some more canon. I see the secretariat is working. Raising funds. They are doing near my what's one year to consolidate and solidify the vision of the National Cathedral. Sabi, when I was one penny, me now over Bogu, I was in fact, synagogue, synagogue, there were challenges. A baby, David, no person will see. And then I said, there be Tonoman go, Uba Solomon and Pesusi. Bawumia will continue it. What can Bawumia can? He's winning and Owunia. Nyamia Jumana here, Amadia Koso. Mami Maseminity. Mamina Samo can or say secretariat no woman. Eti woman and mammy secretariat no woman you majuma. We'll say Adiana Hall to Sabi. A hot one and no chance a Juman yetremuana. So, and it's idea who because a mere woman yamrepa, and yes, ye answer. Yes, because the way fundraising no, Sikasem no mano. Say Ghana Hankwan no more fundraising. Ghana for outside no man I contributing. Those are the issues. And say, oh yes, me Cathedral, and everybody say we are insensitive. Especially debt restructuring normal is right. Say you go do
debt restructuring also so solicit for idea.
Yes,
then I become you and now buying who say now buying
seed money aba.
There's seed money in the only club na
the grass assassin normal. And a two ebi mu ka am say am na ne normal na who see dan ya so unsi foundation. Who see foundation now who see foundation now wa hot to ade no nsuo to enkom. I mean, come on. You see foundation yeah trust one by now. You number there's a secretariat in place.
Let me say, Dr. Ayibeka say, also my hot to know.
Yes.
Then can you see the coin so you're hot to them? Say yegusu ye adwuma no sei ne yenya o kasa ma no
yes
o si ono ekatua de o si entu omuka o
sei ne yenya because secretary
so secretary on tie entu anka but so no man man kasa no
ama yedu na demra de be out no I bring in nothing but the truth. I bring you facts back to back content. Na ba maza na share video no share. No be so nsan ka be na wi a share wadwe comment section. But from yafa, utuma from ekuska. I'm a crowd later in the